The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
Does anyone actually know what's going on here?
I literally have no idea. Help.
We're 20 whatever.
Dear Media IRL is back, and we're showing up bigger, better, and louder than ever. Join us on May 4th in Austin, Texas for the ultimate live podcasting experience. Watch and learn from your favorite Dear Media hosts as they bring their insightful discussions from your headphones to the stage. Get ready to be inspired, entertained, and watch audio get a makeover. Tickets are on sale now at dearmedia.com/IRL. See you on May 4th in Austin, Texas.
Hi. Hey. Hello, and welcome back to 20 Whatever. Today is a very exciting episode because I feel like we haven't dived,
Gotten in deep.
Okay. Right. We haven't gotten in deep to the land of media.
There's so much media, too.
There's so much media, right? We got music, right? Movies, TV shows. Thank you.
Musicals.
All of it. We will be discussing what kind of media we need to have if we were on a desert island.
Yeah, this is like the stuff that you cannot live without. And like if
we were deserted on an island and you only had XYZ.
And I don't want to know a life without this media.
Right. I need this to remind myself that I'm a person, that I'm alive, that I feel good or cry or emotion. Like all those things are important. So like, what is it that we need? So I guess on this desert island, we don't have food or water, but we have a TV, we have an MP3 player.
I know, we're not even asking for like resources right now, but like a knife, a machete.
No food, no water. You're fine with that.
You are going to eat TikTok like I do every morning. So nothing different. It's just the same.
Oh my God. You know what? As I was preparing for this episode, I didn't even think about like what TikToks that I would want to see.
I know.
I didn't even think about that. But I have a folder in my TikTok app called Always Good.
Oh.
And it's the things that like always make me laugh every time I see it, no matter how many times I see it. Or like music, people singing that it just like moves me.
Oh,
like it's shit that's always good.
Ooh,
and that's why.
Can you remember anything that's in that folder now?
Yeah.
Like, give us a little
Absolutely.
taste.
You guys know that Drake, SZA, and Sexy Red song that's like, bend that ass over. Okay, so there's a girl on TikTok that remixed it, like singing it. And she's like, bend that ass over, let that Gucci breathe, shake that ass, Drake, hands on your knees. That always gives what I needed to give. And so that is saved in the Always Good folder. Dude, it's so good. And anytime I'm like, life sucks, I go into the TikTok folder, Always Good.
Now shake that ass for Drake.
Yeah. And the way she's singing it like a gospel song, it's so good. She's also so fucking talented, so like love that for her. But it's also so funny because she's singing it like a church song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love that.
It's art.
It is. It is art. It's a form of media. So with that, I have a few things I want to say.
Please. The floor is yours.
I wanted to ask if you could pick three, just three, and I need you to emphasize on the three because you're going to have like 45, but I'm asking for three. Three musicals. It doesn't have to be Broadway cast. This could literally be a YouTube cast that you saw. That's also fine. That counts. But three musicals that you have to be able to listen to remember that you love musical theater.
Oh, that is so hard.
I know. And don't ask me because I don't have an answer.
Oh my God.
This is a one-ended question.
And don't ask me back. Because I don't know.
Because I don't know.
Having to pick three musicals only, like that is the only thing I get for the rest of my life. Oh my gosh.
That's why I emphasized
that's really
three.
Hard.
I was like, listen.
And you know what? I'm going to come out with one that seems a little out of left field, but you made me realize how much I love it when we were driving and you put on the cast recording of Freaky Friday the musical, and I was like, absolutely, Freaky Friday the musical.
Really?
I really enjoy that music, and I can put it on from beginning to end. And I think that I feel the same way about that as I do Waitress. Waitress is a musical also from top to bottom.
Wow.
And Hades Town, but I'm in between that and like In the Heights, because obviously In the Heights means so much to me, and that music is genius. And to not have a Lin-Manuel track in here would be shameful, which is also why I'm like dabbling between In the Heights or Hamilton, because what, I'm not going to mention Hamilton.
Right.
This is why I'm like,
I know, that's why I was like 3.
It depends.
Because this could be 4. Again, the list could be so long.
And depends the mood. That's why I'm like, Freaky Friday gets me in an absolutely excited mood. Like, that's a musical, that uplifting. And then Waitress, just God, the context.
Right.
But like Hamilton, I'm like, God, lyrically, like I feel like this is what has to continue and follow with me. So I really don't know. Like, I think the ones that I just mentioned right now would probably be one of those.
Okay, you said In the Heights, Hamilton, and Hades Town.
Okay, well.
That's 3 musicals, and not even including the other 2 that you've already mentioned.
Yeah.
So are we locking in Freaky Friday?
Okay, I think I'm...
Are you going back on Freaky Friday?
No. I think I want to keep that one.
So we're locking in Freaky Friday.
I think I'll lock in Freaky Friday and In the Heights. God, but to not, I didn't even mention Legally Blonde, and to not mention Legally Blonde sounds like to not mention my identity. Like, I don't know.
But what I will say is you aren't listening to Legally Blonde as much as you do listen to Freaky Friday and In the Heights. Like, you listen to those for a fun, good time. I feel like Legally Blonde is a fun, good time if it comes on. But if you're looking for a fun, good time, you're not like, I'm going to listen to Legally Blonde. Yeah. I feel like you get serious about Legally Blonde. I mean, obviously.
Oh my God, so serious. I feel like that material, the whole show in general, it's just like sensitive material.
Yeah. Like Legally Blonde is fun for me to listen to because I don't really have like a lot of stakes in it, and it's just like a vibe.
Yeah. I think that's why I'm just like, but to give it up and never hear So Much Better ever again would be
maybe again, you're just stuck on an island. You might get rescued.
Oh.
You could, maybe, but you also might die. You might die.
Oh my God. We just went from, don't worry, Pete, we'll be rescued.
Maybe.
But you may die.
Maybe.
Which one is it?
That's life, baby. That's every day.
All right. Well, I think that I'm just going to go with Waitress, In the Heights, and Freaky Friday. Final answer. Thank you so much.
She's a contemporary bitch. We love that.
Thank you so much. What about you? Actually said that. Please don't.
I said, don't ask me that.
What about you, Jessica? Do you have any?
Next.
Thank you. Next. This episode is sponsored by Aventerra. Elevate by Aventerra contains 6 super nutrients specifically designed to help energy and focus, support gut health, and support healthy stress levels.
Yes, Aventerra is absolutely. It's been my favorite thing. Okay, I've been taking it in the mornings because, as you guys know, I'm a noodle head. If you're a noodle head, raise your hand.
Present.
Noodle heads. Okay.
All noodles present.
Everybody, noodles present. Because I want to start projects and I want to do things, but I get so distracted by literally life and I'm all over the place, cannot focus, can't finish a single task. Aventerra has literally changed the game for me. I take it in the mornings right before breakfast and I am like, Zoom. I got the Zooms, okay? I'm ready to get things done and I get to check off everything off my list and I know it's because of Aventerra.
And if you are a noodle head or need that extra support in gut health, we have a discount code for you. Use the code 20whatever to give Elevate a try, or just comment Elevate in the comments below and we'll send you a link.
I also love that Elevate is a nootropic that supports cognitive health, gut health, and clears brain fog. Again, noodle head. The brain fog is active, okay? We need to keep that shit at bay. Elevate by Aventerra is also vegan, non-GMO, and gluten-free. And again, we have a discount code for you for 40% off. Use the code 20whatever to give Elevate a try, or comment Elevate in the comments and we will send you the link.
We love Aventerra. You know what? We love Aventerra so much, and we're trying to be really cool about this ad raid, but we are actually just big fans because we need help and support with our gut.
Mental clarity and brain fog.
If there are any 2 girls on this planet that have brain fog and need mental support and help with their gut, it's these girls right here. And we are here to also tell you, if you are like us and need help in that brain fog, in that brain support, it's
Please.
Aventerra. This Elevate stuff, you guys. Gold. Genuinely.
Please use our code. I'm going to use our code. I'm going to use our code 20whatever for 40% off. And if you already forgot what that code was, it's fine. Just comment Elevate in the comments and we will send you the link directly. Okay?
No, seriously. It absolutely helps with that brain fog. And again, I am a girl with tummy troubles and I need that extra gut health. So if you are also with me, comment below, Elevate, or just use that code 20whatever. Thanks so much for listening. Now back to the episode. Now, Jessica, do you have any musicals?
3 only.
Or you could just name...
Nope, you have to play the game as well.
Okay. Wait, what was the question?
The question was, if you could have the three musicals that you want to listen to. It doesn't matter. It could be original Broadway cast. It could be revival Broadway cast. Could be YouTube. Could be Junior. It doesn't matter. Imagine if somebody was like, Seussical Junior. I'd be like, get help.
I think for nostalgia reasons, Addams Family.
Ooh, fair. Addams Family's good.
Addams Family was important to me.
Yeah.
Because there's musicals I like to experience fully, and then there's like tracks from an album from a musical that I'm like,
this is a loaded question, and that's why I started off this episode with this.
Don't ask me.
I knew it was going to be difficult.
okay. I think I'm gonna go Legally Blonde. Also important show to me, but also if that's so much content, it's such a long show.
I know, so much content.
Yeah. And
you
then
get everything. You know, you get the sad, heartbreaking moments, but you also get what you want.
Yeah.
And this one is a book that no one's probably ever heard of, and that's so okay. But I was in love with the music from it. And then there's also a movie adaptation that's musical. It's called The Scarlet Pimpernel.
Oh, I have not heard about
It's
this.
fun. I learned of it when I was in like early vocal lessons. My teacher picked one of the songs from it, and then I got really into it like years later.
Oh my gosh.
And it's always it's like in the back of my head.
Complete shout out to musical theater coaches and vocal coaches that are opening their students to like new musicals. Like how Jessica's saying, like when a vocal coach is like, what if you sang this piece? And I'm like, I've never even heard anything from the album. And then you go to the musical and you're like, holy shit, thank you for opening up my eyes. I think that happened with me. My vocal coach had me sing something from, I think it was Bear. And I was younger, so I had not explored just yet. And she was like, "What if you sang A Quiet Night at Home from Bear?" And I learned that song and I sang it and I loved it. And then obviously it fell into Bear and like
So I definitely think Addams Family, Legally Blonde, and then The Scarlet Pimpernel, all for like deep nostalgia reasons. And also
that's
like
fair.
They're so rewatchable for me, and I think that's the key because the idea is I'm gonna be watching it a lot.
Yeah,
that's absolutely. And I think that's the other thing too is like. Yes, I love these musicals, but like, what am I not going to get sick of? Because this is what I have, and not that this is the only media, because we have more to cover here. But I knew that the musical one was going to be a deep cut for us.
Yeah, that is a heavy one to start with.
Yeah, definitely.
Great, thank you for that, Riayn.
You're welcome.
Asking the hard hitting questions.
You're welcome.
I'm over here second guessing. I'm like, should I have said Dear Evan Hansen? Because I love listening to Dear Evan Hansen.
You would be cool with listening to Dear Evan Hansen, like.
It's
potentially
Paloma
forever.
Staring at a coconut.
Like potentially
like,
forever.
I mean, I know it sounds a little bizarre, but I do start the musical from beginning to end often, especially when I'm working, when I'm doing my 9 to 5. I love to throw on musicals from the beginning to end and just like let the brain run. And there's only a few. From the ones that I called are literally the ones. So yeah, Dear Evan Hansen would be another one.
Goodness.
I know you are not a fan, but
I'm not.
I'm a fan of some of the song, like deep fan of some of the songs, but same. The musical, like the whole of it was not for me.
Yeah, the musical itself is a choice. I remember seeing it and I was like, I don't know if I support the ending.
I feel like Dear Evan Hansen for me, for a musical, it's not even close because there's no fun numbers. There's no fun big numbers. That doesn't exist. Like, nobody's having a good time in that musical at all. The whole time, everyone's sad and fucked up. I'm like, let's just dance. Like, can we have one number where everyone's like, in unison, we like to sing and dance. Like, that's what I want at least one time, and I don't get that a single time in Dear Evan
Do you
Hansen.
feel like Heathers does that for the musical version where it's like,
Absolutely.
it gives you enough, like, here's a little dopamine,
Yeah,
here's a little serotonin, and then they're like, And now we're really
getting. I love that, and that's the thing I like about Legally Blonde. I like that I get sadness. I like that I get like the girly pop stuff, and I get the group numbers. I get everything.
Yeah,
all of it. Dear Evan Hansen is this the whole time, and not the soundtrack or the vibe, but like, no, actually the vibe is we start off sad and let's just get sadder and sadder until it ends and everyone leaves sad. Okay,
until Ben Platt is just like weeping his
I feel
ass
that
off.
way about
Again,
like sad movies.
So
if
sad.
I know it's going to be sad and it's not already like beautiful and endeared to me, I'm never going to watch Titanic. I don't need to watch Titanic because I know I'm going to cry and that's not what I want to cry over.
And I'm cool to experience that. I'm cool for that. I'm cool for Titanic. I'm cool for that one time. I'm cool for that a few times. On a desert island, never. Let's think about that. You're on an island. You might want to see God a little early. And Dear Evan Hansen's on the track list, brother.
I'm like, today's going to be a good day, and here's why.
Let me listen to
Zero reasons.
It's you delusional and delirious on the island pretending that like two coconuts are both the characters in that song that's like, hey, da 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 da.
Absolutely. Dear Connor Murphy. Yeah, switching between absolutely Jessica.
I don't know about that, dude.
Throw that and Marley and Me, and I'm set. Dude, Marley and Me.
So she wants to cry herself to death.
I was just joking. Marley and Me has to be one of the saddest goddamn movies out there. I hate Marley and Me. Have you seen Marley and Me?
I've seen Marley and Me.
Okay.
And it is sad.
Oh?
No, it's sad.
Okay. I just wanted to hear you be like, nah, it's fucking sad.
No, it's so sad.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, it's sad.
No, it's super sad. But like, it
Yeah.
definitely is not one of the saddest movies I've ever seen, though.
No, yeah, that would have to be
the saddest movie you've ever seen.
Oh wait, I have one.
Go.
The movie that finally, I think, made me cry for real, when I was still like before the floodgates had opened. I lost my mind when the movie Click from Adam Sandler came out, and when he was on the floor crying and he was just like, family first. I was like watching that scene like, this changed my life. So yeah, I think that this one of the saddest movies is Click.
Okay, all right. Okay.
If you agree with Paloma, please sound off in the comments.
Bro,
It's no one.
Everyone comment the remote emoji.
Whoa, girl. No, I do remember that sad part of Click, though. I do remember that. And that's fair. And you were probably like, I don't know, 10, 12.
Yeah, whenever that came out.
Yeah, we were young.
Exactly.
We were young. That's fair.
What about you? What do you think is the first movie that you like lost your marbles to and you like cried and you were like, this has a really big impact on me and I might not ever see this again?
Oh, I would say most movies when I was younger.
Oh.
I cried a lot.
Okay.
I was very, very moved by movies and like just media in general when I was younger. But the one I remember the most that like really had me like feeling was Radio.
Oh, fudge.
Dude, with Cuba Gooding Jr. Oh my God.
No, that movie is
That movie, I think about like,
so
and I
good.
haven't seen it in a long time, but I used to watch it a lot because I liked the movie. I really liked it. And I was like, this is a really good movie. Yes, it makes me sad and it makes me cry because holy shit. But I recognize that it was a good movie.
Yeah, dude, Radio.
Dude, that shit fucks me up. I can't even think about it too long without
We're
crying.
supposed to be talking about media we would take to the island. Not media we would.
Okay, so let me tell you what I'm not taking. I'm not taking Radio. I'm also not taking the original Color Purple movie. I'm not taking that either, even though that is an incredible movie.
It is.
And
It's so
everyone
moving.
should watch it. Everybody should watch it. Literally everybody. Because it's important and we need to watch it, but it's so fucking sad. Don't watch it when you're down bad.
That's how I feel about Hadestown because I can't even get through my
Hadestown?
boyfriend. Yeah, he'll put on the Wait For Me song and I'll just lose it like 30 seconds. I'm like, it's so sad.
It's so
I know the Greeks. I know what they're talking about, but it's I think if I couldn't bring one, it would be the first movie, The Rescuers, that little animated one about the orphan girl who the only people who want to save her like French. I could cry right now thinking about it because it was just so sad. And then there's the crocodile and the mean lady and the henchman on the boat and like no one cares and they're gonna like leave her and I'm literally gonna cry.
Oh my God,
Like no one cared for her except the smallest creatures you can think of, and they cared so hard. And I just could never. And it was so iconic, and I could never watch it again.
It's this bitch crying for real.
I know,
It's so
she's
sad. Don't
yeah,
watch
Toy
it.
Story 2, I also won't be taking on the island.
When somebody loved me. Fuck up. Dude, that gets me so... Honestly, that
Dude.
song, I don't even think I can hear it anymore.
No,
like,
it's
that song,
really,
it's
really
just
sad.
like...
I think, honestly,
nah.
all of Toy Story 2 is, like, really fucked up and really sad.
Honestly, just like really deadpan. Just like, honestly, it's really fucked up. The shit they did in Toy Story, wrong.
I mean, it is.
No, I
and I
agree.
stand by what I said. Kids are so blissfully unaware, and I love that for them, and I wish it was me. But unfortunately, I'm not. I'm one with the world, so I know that shit's sad.
She's of the world.
I am of that. Coco I will never, ever not cry. Every time I've seen it. And every time he's like, Mama Coco. I'm like, fuck, we're done. Turn it off.
Yep.
But also
Walking out.
leave it on and let me cry, because you know what? It's probably been some time and I probably need this. I probably need to have a moment. So while we're on the topic of movies, I would not consider myself a movie buff at all. Like, I don't have anything, like, real or artsy to say about movies. You know, sometimes I'm like, the cinematography, and that makes me sound like I'm saying something. A film, whatever. But I don't have, like, real, like, that's not me. But what I will say is that I love movies. I really, really love movies, and I like movies more than I like TV. Mm-hmm. I watch more TV now because it's just more palatable and, like, easier for me to, like, consume. But I love movies. And I would just like to know, what are your favorite movies? And no one's judging except me.
Well.
And no one's judging except me. But I'm not judging you. I'm not. I'm actually so curious.
I think the movie number one off the top of my head that I will always say movie would be Step Brothers. Step Brothers is a movie that I have seen, I think at this point now 40 times. The extended version, I set Boats and Hoes as my ringtone.
Dude, that movie is all improv.
When I see Will Ferrell movies and I know that we're doing improv shit, I'm like, hell yeah. Because we know how hard it is. And you know that these actors are just all incredible. Yes. And that's why they have the extended and they have this. And they just add on. And I think that is so hilarious and art. And I think all Will Ferrell movies are like that. And I'm obsessed with Will Ferrell. But
he's great.
I literally had that as my ringtone until one day I attended church with my mom and my ringer was on and Boats and Hoes went off. It truly was. I think
that's iconic. No, that's like iconic. I know, iconic like tragic now. For you
so
in the moment.
Iconic now, but God, at the time, I must have been 12 or so, and I just remember.
That's also crazy at 12.
The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. I'll do you in the bottom while you drink a sangria. I'm rushing. Oh, my mom is looking at me with the most disappointed Catholic eyes of my damn life, and so obviously after service, I had to immediately change it after.
This is so crazy for a 12-year-old to have, I will say. I hate to say it.
I completely agree, but
that's pretty wild.
Did you go to confession and apologize to
I'm
God?
Sorry for Boats and Hoes, God. God,
forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I set my ringtone to Boats and Hoes.
And it went off. And I was caught. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. That's and I'm sorry you caught me.
Yeah. No, I think that the eyes, the glare, that was all I needed. And I was like, gotcha, switching my ringtone. And I don't think that I switched my ringtone or like chose a different ringtone or was impacted by a movie in my life until following up with the movie Hangover.
So you like dumb shit.
Love that dumb shit. Love it. Ballad of Ricky Bobby Talladega Nights. Oh my God.
Fucking, what's that shit called? The one with, we watched this one. We like this one a lot. With those white guys. All of these movies you said is all white men. I love 21 Jump Street.
And the second one also was so good. I can't even believe that second one was just as good as the first one.
I know. I was like, there's no way.
Dude, 21 Jump Street and 22.
Ice Cube, I love you.
Hysterical. Like,
also, The Interview.
I was late to the interview. I actually
no way.
Yes.
Wait, how late? How late?
Like I just saw the interview for the first time 2 years ago.
The Interview is quite possibly one of the greatest films of our time.
James Franco, right? James Franco, and
Seth Rogen.
First of all, I would love to meet Seth Rogen.
I also would love to meet Seth Rogen.
I would love to hang out with him. He just seems so chill. So stupid movies on the roster.
Yeah, stupid movies for sure. I mean, my favorite TV show of all time is Family Guy, which is stupid, dumb, but also genius. Like, so I understand when people are like, Family Guy is bad, it doesn't give anything, it's just is like really stupid and like for dummies. I'm like, for sure, except do you know how smart you have to be able to write comedy like that
and to deliver? Like, if you have some, like, for example, and I think I've used her before, but like London Tipton and from Sweet Life Cody, because I remember the coaches, like I met one and they were like, one of my coaches at the time was like working with Ms. like Brenda Song, and they were like, she is one of the smartest actresses I know, and that's why she has such great comedic timing.
Yeah, no, I love the dumb shit. I'm a big fan of the dumb stuff.
And to take a little step away from the movies really quickly and step into TV shows, I think another TV show that captures that like improv and funniness great is The Office. That is a show that is timeless, and there's a reason why so many people love it, and it has stood up for so long. What other TV shows do you think you would take to this desert island?
So I have 3 that I think that I need that would check off all the boxes that I need. So I talked about Family Guy, right? Okay. That's my comfort show. I will laugh, I'll giggle. So I'm getting cackles, I'm getting dumb stuff. I'm also getting like pop culture. They do a lot of pop culture in that, and I'm getting the colors for my brain. Next show, because I need something serious, a period piece. It's gonna be Peaky Blinders. I fucking loved
Hit it.
Peaky Blinders.
Go again. Go ahead. Do it, Ryan. Do it. Don't be shy now.
It's your fucking Peaky Blinders.
She hits me with
Thomas Shelby.
Every time she's watching it, I'm like, what's
fucking Peaky Blinders?
I'm like, okay.
Because that's the energy that it's giving, right? I love that. I love the period pieces. Like that's a thing that I really do like. I like that man, even though he looks the way he looks. I like the way he looks. I kind of think he's hot, but I don't know if I think Thomas Shelby's hot or if I think that actor's hot. I'm confused. It's okay. We don't have to talk about it. So I think that's definitely one. Again, the period piece. It's just really, really, really fantastically written. It's got a good amount of seasons. So like I got a lot of content. I feel like that would hold me over for what I need for that to be.
Yeah.
The next one, Insecure.
Oh my God, I have that on my list.
Insecure.
Oh my God, Ryan showed me Insecure, you guys. So that is kind of, I think of you when I see it. And
Thank you.
Here's the thing. Why is everyone in that damn show
hot?
Gorgeous?
And that's why I was going to say, the next box that I need to be checked off is hot. Yeah. I need something to see. And Insecure is going to give me what I want to see. It's going to give me drama. I'm also going to laugh. It's funny. Right, we're giving stories.
There are a couple shows that I feel like are like, as long as we have the cast is pretty hot, then I think we're just going to be just fine. And I think some of the shows,
I think we're going to be just fine.
We're going to be just fine.
Yeah.
For example, I think Vampire Diaries. Not that Vampire Diaries wasn't a amazing, captivating story. I watched it and I've rewatched it. Although I cannot deny that Mr. Damien and the Salvatore brothers are the reason why I'm like interested in watching this again. And like everyone's gorgeous. Like Bonnie, like every single person in that show.
I feel like Grey's Anatomy is also kind of like that too, where like all of the doctors are like really pretty or really hot. Right. We got Dr. Avery. Hello.
They're literally McSteamy and McDreamy.
Well, McDreamy I loved.
Yeah.
Really?
Mark Sloan,
which may I ask? Obviously, Grey's Anatomy is still running.
It's still going. I think we're on season 22.
Ms. Pompeo has grabbed the bag and run with it, and now she's
trying to get out of it.
No,
it's got to end at some point.
So I just wanted to ask. No, obviously this is not spoilers because Grey's Anatomy has been for forever. But is there a time? Do you guys remember like when you guys dropped off from watching Grey's Anatomy? And you guys were like,
just started. I hadn't started. Jaden, who works with us, she loves Grey's Anatomy, and she'd been asking me to watch it, and I watched it, and I loved it until they started getting to some like natural disaster-esque stuff, and my anxiety just could not handle it.
That's the thing about Grey's Anatomy.
And then I had to take a break.
Grey's is an incredible show. There's a reason why there's like 23 seasons of it or whatever. Like Shonda Rhimes, a fucking genius.
Oh, Shonda Rhimes today. Bridgerton? Get out.
She is unmatched. It's a good ass show. I thought about rewatching it actually now that we're talking about it. I was like, I could rewatch it. I always stop at season 8 though.
I was gonna.
Why?
Well, we don't want to spoil for Miss Jessica over here.
Because I've seen so much of it on TikTok. I'm one of those people that will sometimes go, especially if it's something that makes me anxious, I will go Google the ending so that I can enjoy how it gets there instead of waiting in anticipation.
What's the season that Christina Yang leaves?
That's the season.
That's the season
I
stopped
love
watching.
Sandra Oh. I love what she did.
I'm sorry, but
production and Shonda and that character. Because she read it and was like, I'm going to make her the villain. Like, this is clearly the villain.
Yeah.
And she made a beautiful, complex, and compelling character.
I love Christina Yang. But I watch when she leaves, or I stop when she leaves.
Absolutely. I think that when she left, the show no longer had like a piece of the soul that I was really loving.
I'm to the point now whenever Grey's Anatomy starts showing back up on my TikTok, I go click the ... and I click I'm not interested because I just can't.
I'm not interested.
to live my life.
She said I see it and I'm like, I'm not interested.
I can't. I don't want it on there.
Well,
Dude,
you know
we
what?
could have a whole episode about Grey's Anatomy.
Let's take a sharp turn on some kind of TV stuff that we would watch. Because,
can I tell you a guilty pleasure thing I've been rewatching, like in the background?
Oh,
which is, it's a childhood favorite.
Oh my God.
Winx Club.
Wait, that's the fairies. I remember
TBT.
the Winx Club.
No, I thought they were super
I'm so
cute.
glad that you're rewatching that. I'm currently rewatching that. Riayn slept over the other day and she saw that I'm rewatching That's So Raven.
Oh, yeah.
Riayn slept over and in the morning I would just like queued it up and was like playing That's So Raven. And I was like telling her like, I'm sure this meant so much to you like as a kid. And obviously we weren't besties when we were younger when this aired, but like this meant so much to me. And the two of us were like, this shaped us so much and it's so much a part of our humor and how we are. And like she allowed us to express ourselves and be loud and be this and all this stuff. We're talking about, we're like, oh damn, maybe that's why we're so similar because she shaped us in so many ways. Like
what we ended up saying was like when she was shooting the show, they had her dressed up so much and she was like not afraid to be perceived as like ugly.
Yeah.
You know, or like messy or crazy or anything like that. And we weren't really seeing that. Like I loved Lizzie McGuire. Lizzie McGuire wasn't doing anything like ugly. You know, like she was always very cute. Even Hannah Montana, like she had her moments where she was like doing crazy things, but like she was always so cute and like so giving it to us or whatever. But like there were so many times when Raven was like so not cute.
I know. They had you dressing up in so many costumes and all
Dude,
this
remember, is it not the first episode where she dresses up like her mom? And she has those like teeth in her mouth and those glasses and she's like, Raven Baxter. And she's like, and it's this, it's that.
Yeah. And that's the first episode.
I think that's the first episode.
Listen, and
dude, Raven.
Talk to her.
If you're
directly.
watching this,
Please talk to her.
First of all, I love you so much. I don't even have the words to give my gratitude to you, but like you literally shaped me, and that's probably so weird for a stranger to be saying, but I know you get it a lot because you're Raven fucking Simone. But also, you really are that girl. And I hope that you are receiving the flowers that you deserve right now because you are so incredible. And the fact that also you are so loud and proud for the rainbow community. That's all I have to say.
We see you and we love you.
We do.
Simone.
We love you, bitch.
I know. So come on the pod anytime.
I know. Whenever you want to come, like right here,
girl.
You and Kenny Ortega.
So me and Riayn can like say the lines to her. Like,
I know, and she's gonna be like, awesome, guys.
God, me when I met Marnie at that one place, and I had to say her. I can't even believe what came over me when I ran into
Kimberly J. Brown.
Kimberly J. Brown. I met about a year ago at an event, and I had the opportunity to go up to her, and obviously I put my damn foot in my mouth and told her how much she means to me and how much I love Halloween. And then I was like it just, you know, like Halloween is cool. And I like caught myself saying the line to her, and I'm like, and she's like just so sweet and smiling at me. Her mans was there, which is
the bad
Calabar.
guy. Yeah, Calabar.
I cannot,
which is crazy. What a plot twist.
And he was such a good husband. Like he was standing there totally right next to her and like holding bags. And like, oh my God, he was so like happy to meet me too.
Right.
Like really, they were so kind. And I'm so glad that they're so happy to still see their like little fans. And I'm sorry that I said your line back to you. Like that's so embarrassing. Oh my God.
But I feel like given the chance you would do it again.
Oh God, maybe.
On accident.
it would
compulsively.
I'd be like, okay, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. And I just walk up and I'm like, Halloween is cool. I'm like, shit.
Dude, we were, to bring it back, we were talking about favorite movies.
We were talking about favorite movies.
And you said Step Brothers.
I did say
and then
Step
we went
Brothers.
off on a whole tangent, which I'm glad it was necessary. We needed it.
Give me one of your favorite movies.
The Birdcage.
Oh.
The Birdcage is an older 80s movie with Nathan Lane and Robin Williams.
It's fantastic.
May he rest. It is one of my favorite movies ever. It is so good. And it's specific. The humor is specific. It's not for everybody. So if you don't like it, I'd be like, right, that's fair and fine. But it is one of my favorite movies ever. It's so funny, and it's just so funny. I love it.
Nathan Lane.
Yeah, Nathan Lane is a big part of my childhood. I think I love most things that Nathan Lane has done. Yeah. I've watched a lot of his straight plays. a lot of them. And I also love the producers. He was in the producers. Like, he is just... He's also in the musical Dix with Megan Thee Stallion.
Ooh, okay.
And that alone, erase everything else, that alone would make me love that man. But that just adds to the love I have for Nathan Lane.
Yeah.
I love him.
Snaps, Nathan Lane.
Nathan Lane. Birdcage, watch it.
What other movies have we not touched on?
What are your favorite movies? I know you got another.
I'm thinking.
I mean, you did talk about loving Beverly Hills Chihuahua and that new movie we're talking about. You love a dog
Stray.
movie.
I do love Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
Well, the problem with dog movies is let's just ensure that it doesn't turn into a Marley and Me situation, okay? As long as that it doesn't end in that, I'm down for the dog movie, okay? Another movie that I think I'm going to add onto the roster that is nostalgic, and I'm throwing it on there because it makes me think of my dad, would have to be the movie Father the Bride. Oh, either the first one or the second one. No, both of them. Both.
One and two.
Yeah. For Christmas, I think a couple years ago, I got like the DVD, like the double pack. So yeah, the double pack.
Nice.
Throw that in there.
Nice.
And I think that's just one of those iconic movies of watching, with your dad, watching that little girl grow up. And so if you haven't seen Father the Bride,
that's a sweet
watch
one.
it with your dad. You'll cry. He'll cry. You'll all cry.
Oh, that's a sweet one, but it's also really funny.
Yes.
That's also a really funny movie.
Such a good movie.
Yeah.
And it's a classic. That, along with My Big Fat Greek Wedding. I love how it took over your body.
Have we talked about My Big Fat Greek Wedding before?
No, I don't think so. Have we? Jessica, have we talked about Big Fat Greek Wedding on here?
I've never seen Riayn talk about.
I know. I didn't
For our
think
audio listeners, Riayn is gag goop.
her mouth is like agape.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding is it's not one of my favorite movies, but it is a movie I watched on repeat as a child for many reasons. One, there is a lot of kissing. There's a lot of making out, and they make out in a car a lot in that movie. They do. And I remember watching it a lot because of that and just being like, whoa. But also,
that's okay.
What do you mean you don't eat no meat? Bro, at my family to this day, we quote that movie. I have it on DVD. Should we watch it tonight? She's sleeping over at my house tonight. So now I'm like, should we watch My Big Fat Greek Wedding?
Absolutely.
Dude, I love it. It's so good.
I love
I did
My
not
Big Fat Greek
realize
Wedding.
that you loved it.
I do.
That's
Have you watched the newest one with the Latino family?
No. Have you?
Yes, I have.
Oh my God, is it good? Is it good?
I think it was cute. I don't think I'm not going to be like it's as good as the number one. No, I don't think, but I definitely think it's something to watch in different aspects.
Remember when they
beautiful.
painted the Greek flag on the garage? I was like, right.
Oh my
right.
God.
Oh my
know.
God. I love
My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Oh my God.
Especially like, all right, Mr. Cornicalis. Well,
Mr. Cornicalis.
Yes. Greek. Arak.
Yeah. A spider is narak. You put some Windex.
Phobia. Fear. He's like, dude, that dad, okay, is
Nick, Nicole, Nick, Maria.
Oh my God, great movie.
TBT.
Great movie.
Thank you for bringing that up. I wasn't even going to talk about that, but
Yeah.
You learn something every day.
I know.
Add that to the roster.
All right, we had to take a quick little break because there were some technical difficulties. As you can notice, if you were watching on YouTube, I have switched some headphones. I no longer could hear myself, which was nice for a brief moment.
To not hear yourself.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Wow, you're like, wow, I'm doing so good. I'm not even talking at all.
I know. Look at me, not interrupt her. Wow. So we are back. Audio is good. Tech is good. Everyone's rolling. And we are about to jump into, I think, one of our favorite parts, which is going to be talking about music media.
Yes.
We love to talk about music.
We talk about music a lot.
We do talk about music a lot. And I know you would just think that it's theater, but no.
It's mostly not theater.
It's mostly not. I was going to say mostly not
honest.
theater. I think it's just very quotable, which is potentially why we always dive into it.
Theater? Yeah.
What do you think is the song that you're like, I can't help, but even if I was like not really feeling it, if they put this song on, I am jumping up and shaking ass. What's the song, Riayn?
No Hands by Waka Flocka Flame.
Absolutely.
That's our song.
Girl, the way you move it, you got me in a trance. DJ, turn it up.
Ladies, it's your chance.
I'm a Moscato. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
But I completely agree. I think that No Hands,
dude,
just like the beginning of the intro, just hearing it is like, yeah.
That shit, if I heard that song doing anything, it doesn't matter. I could be at a funeral. I'm telling you right, I could be at a funeral.
She went on the other side of the spectrum.
I could be at a wedding. I could be at someone's birth, my own birth. It's me being born and No Hands is coming out and I'm like, girl, the way you move it. I meant to say at anybody's birth. I'm just like there and I'm like, No Hands comes on. I'm throwing the baby in the air and I'm girl, the way you move it.
One day I'm going to have a baby and Ryan's going to walk into the delivery room
with the speaker on
her
my shoulder.
Like, yeah, girl, the way you move it. And I'm like, oh.
And I have shots.
I'm like, you're like, push. I was
like,
going to say,
the way you move it. Yeah. I'm like, push to the beat, P. Push to the beat.
And you know what? I think that would definitely get me going. And if anything, I'd be like, I have got to get this baby out now so I can start party.
Correct.
And if Waka Flocka's being played, actually,
I'm telling you right now.
Let me take a step back. When I do, if I ever do get pregnant, do not play that song.
Don't?
Not while I'm pregnant because I will have the urge
then you'll have to
throw ass and party. And I think that will be like
that's
the tough part.
That's rude. If you end up being pregnant during the times that it's like my birthday, like if it's not planned, you know what I'm saying? Like I won't have a party. It's no party. And the next time we party is after you've given birth. It's in the delivery room. Because I've got the shooters and I've got the speaker.
Yes, and I want to sign like the bottle girlies.
Yeah, no. Absolutely.
The sign just says tequila.
Yeah. Like tequila, and then on the bottom it says baby. You know what I mean? So like we're celebrating the fact that you can drink tequila and also the fact that you just had a baby. Yeah.
She walks in. Hey, I'm like, tequila, the baby. Tequila.
She's pushing. Okay.
First words.
Anyways,
to digress. But same energy. Yeah. Waka Flocka, that would be your
hands.
song.
At any time and place, literally, I will be 90 years old with a walker and I will be throwing ass to that song.
Yeah. Absolutely. I completely agree. I think the only other artist that would absolutely, even if I'm like sad and down bad, like you said, we're out of funeral. Please.
Dale.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Worldwide, Mr. 305, Mr. Pitbull. Yes, he... Absolutely. Anytime I put him on, he puts me in a good mood. And just as himself, as a music person, as a motivational speaker, and which, by the way, if you don't know, I want to put you guys on it. Mr. Worldwide Pitbull has come out with, which I believe is going to be one of the albums of the summer. It is called Track House Daytona 500 Edition, and it has... I know. It sounds like Trap House, huh? I know. It's like
Trap House Mob.
Daytona 500 edition.
Yeah.
Well, that's what this was for. It was for the NASCAR races for Daytona 500. And it's such an uplifting album. It features Dolly Parton and Tim McGraw. So you got that country, like he's doing a little bit of what Miss Beyonce is doing and saying, this ain't Texas. So
don't hold them.
Exactly. So I think we're doing a really big country wave and Mr. 305 is already on it. So it came out in February. The album did, but I think that it hasn't gotten popular because the summer hasn't hit yet. So I just think I'm waiting till the summertime to start popping off to it.
I feel like the songs, or not the songs of the summer, but the albums of the summer definitely are not the ones that come out during summer.
Agreed. Yeah, you got to
They're the ones that come out. Yeah. Like Cowboy Carter's gonna go fucking crazy this summer.
And here's the thing: if we are sticking to this like country-esque summer, then we got the Carter, and we also got this Daytona edition. And let me tell you, I do want to emphasize on one song. It is called Powerful Woman. That's the one with Dolly Parton. That's the one I sent you to go listen to. Thank you. Let me know what you think. Report back, please. Okay.
Right.
Ryan.
That part. Yes.
Music.
Yes.
I know your list must be...
Dude, the list is forever long and we don't have forever. But what I will say is when we were together, when I was just at your house, and Soulja Boy came on.
Oh my gosh.
And we were all like, this was a cultural reset. Like doing the Soulja Boy dance and like listening to it, we were like, wow, this like was so impactful at the time. And everybody still does Soulja Boy. Like at everybody's wedding, Soulja Boy's coming on. At everyone's like little house party, Soulja Boy's coming on. Like
I think that if you crank that Soldier Boy at any time, you get it. Like, you just know.
You just get it. Like, you can't get it until you get it.
Yeah,
you know?
And I think Crank That Soldier Boy came at a perfect time for us when we were still very impressionable and we were middle school. And obviously, there's nothing better than to know the choreo to the dance. So being at a dance in middle school and knowing the choreo, move out of the way. I'm going front row. You, boom, Soldier Boy,
boom. Correct.
Like, I'm going to be there. And if they throw on Cotton Eye Joe, excuse me, but I also know the dance to that. So I'm going to hit it with the Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah, dude. I mean, all I can say is yeah. Like, also, great song, Yeah, by Usher. Fantastic.
Oh my God.
Usher, a gem.
Whatever You Like, T.I.
Oh my God. Anything by T-Pain.
Oh my gosh. A fantastic vocalist, by the way. If you don't know.
The born to learn. You want to go for me, bruh. Oh my God. I want to listen to T-Pain right now. And I'm like, all right, cut the cameras. It's been great. Thank you. Subscribe.
In addition to T-Pain, I think another one that gets me going like that is Flow Rider. Oh
yes.
my gosh.
Yes.
Apple bottom jeans. Boots with the fur.
Hey, the whole club was looking at her.
That had me.
Bruh.
I think that song might have come out. Or was it Cyclone?
We were in middle school. Cyclone Baby Bash.
Oh!
Cyclone is Baby Bash.
Thank you so much for correcting me, Mr. Baby Bash and Cyclone. Oh my God.
I think that was
moved her body like a cyclone.
I don't know. I think it was elementary school or like early middle school. Like
middle.
Early.
I think I was in middle for that one.
I think we were early. It was early. It got to have been like 6th grade.
Yeah.
Which is crazy also because we were singing songs that we definitely shouldn't have been singing.
Oh my gosh. That makes me think of a song that I do think we all watched on MTV. The song by the Pussycat Dolls, Buttons.
Bruh, I knew you were going to say that shit. I think that made me gay.
Pussycat Dolls.
Now that we're here.
Buttons by Pussycat Dolls single-handedly was the reason why I am gay now.
like dead ass. I was like just blinking.
I think that was the day I became a woman.
Loosen up my buttons?
Yeah, and the way the choreography in the music video.
Oh my God.
The girls were not doing it like that. That was girl group to the gods singing, dancing,
the
body.
girls aren't doing it like they used to do. And I know that's so old head of me to even say, but like nobody is doing it like the Pussycat Dolls.
I think the girls that came after the Pussycat Dolls was Fifth Harmony. Do we think that they were kind of like the contenders? No.
Yeah, but they weren't doing it.
I feel like they were after.
Yes, after.
Also, wasn't
was that
Snoop
what you
on
meant
that
to
track?
say?
Say that again?
Wasn't Snoop on that track?
Buttons?
Yeah, or there was a remix of it or something.
Yes.
He does a bridge or something in it, I remember.
Yes.
Because that was my introduction to Snoop Dogg.
Oh, my gosh.
That was your introduction to Snoop Dogg?
Yeah. I love that. That's amazing, Jessica. That is amazing.
Screaming. And you know what that says about Snoop Dogg? Is that you can find Snoop at any age. It doesn't matter. And you know what? And I also believe that Snoop Dogg isn't a human because I really do believe that he will live forever.
He is literally pickled. I think he's just like already up in the clouds. I like can't kill him. Like,
you literally can't.
Yeah, he's
dude.
Like, him and Wiz Khalifa.
I've done Wiz Khalifa.
Which I actually haven't thought about him until right now. I didn't think about him until I thought a little giggle. Remember his little
yes.
I love it. I
Taylor Gang.
Which I loved Wiz Khalifa. When he was
like
doing,
Wiz Khalifa too.
I was going to say Wiz Khalifa when he was at his time. I really did have him on my Nano iPod.
I did too. I liked him a lot as well.
Remember that? It was either a phone or an iPod or something that came out, the red one, that already had like Toto or they already had YouTube. The band was like pre-downloaded. It was like the first Apple exclusive or whatever.
Yes.
That was kind of crazy.
That was crazy. And I do remember that.
That was so crazy of them to have YouTube, the whole album pre-downloaded. And that made people, like, it gave YouTube a bad rep, I think, because everyone was like, I didn't ask for this. Which, like, in retrospect, like, YouTube is obviously, like,
no, it's like great and
band.
like it's good and it's like fine. But like if you don't want that,
you don't want
then you don't want that.
And it was taking up space on it.
So much, and we only had so much space back in the day. It's not like you could just pay for more space.
And you couldn't delete it.
And you couldn't delete it because I tried.
Which, by the way, let me throw in the fact that a couple months ago I went to go see U2 with my family at the Sphere in Las Vegas, which, by the way, was amazing. They are, as you know, from our parents' generation, but let me tell you, they are still giving, and he was still giving, and my mom was screaming at the top of her lungs, I love you, Bono! So,
Oh,
she loves Bono.
Okay.
And Bono loves Mexico. And so like there were some Mexican flags out there. My mom was like, looks at me, she's like, we should have brought our flag. And I was like, Tiger.
We should have brought the flag.
I know.
You should have.
When you start realizing, we should have brought the Mexican flag. I'm like,
I know.
T-bitch,
I know.
But just wanted to plug that. Sorry to you too. We see you.
I know.
We see you, respect you, but we wanted more space.
Yeah, we wanted more space. We didn't ask for this, and it's fine. It's okay. But what I will say, I think probably to close us out here, we could talk about this forever. If you want another episode about any kind of media, movies, TV, music, musicals.
Yeah, I have a list over here of still some
There's
stuff.
so much that we did not cover in this episode because we'll be here for literally 5 hours. But let us know in the comments if you're interested, and also leave your faves below, please. I'm looking for TV shows. I've already talked about this on TikTok. I don't watch anything because I just am so anxious, but I will try.
Yeah, please. Okay. We are always looking for new music, so please drop your fave artists, albums, drop them below.
If you guys have any of your summer bops, anything you think is going to be a song of the summer, or songs that we've just heard for like years and years, but they're still summer bops, let us know. We will create a playlist for you, and we will link it in another episode because we will curate it.
Oh my God, I forgot to even mention Katy Perry. Like, she is so much music. Oh my God.
Katy Perry is so much music.
I just thought, because I was like, we didn't even say Katy Perry, and like
we
summer,
didn't say so much.
Yeah, there's so much we didn't cover.
There's so much that we did not
We just
cover.
had so much time. I know. We
only have so much time.
So please comment below what we missed.
Yes, because we'll talk about it again. Obviously, we have so much to say.
Yeah. And today's Woo Girl moment is from Mita Blossom 2672. They say, my Woo Girl moment is that I'm going on to my first professional work conference next week in Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas.
And after a few years of feeling so undervalued in the workplace, I feel appreciated that my current employer sees the value in me to pay me fairly and invest in my professional growth. Corporate girlies out there, you got this. Woo!
Come on, corporate.
Oh my gosh. Come on, corporate girl.
Yes.
Come on, Vegas.
And come on, Vegas.
Come on,
you know
work
we
conference.
love Vegas.
Wait a second. A work conference? Like, that's really big. I know that feeling is
big.
like, wait, I have to go to a work conference. What the heck do I wear? What do I, like, how do I do my hair? What if there's inclement weather?
Am I gonna cry?
Am I gonna cry? I know. And you just got to really prepare yourself because you're like, I'm like doing work, but like outside, and this is conference.
Right.
It's giving bourgeois.
It's giving bourgeois.
I know. And now that they are paying you fairly and valuing you, that is so amazing. When a work environment supports you and really you can like feel that they believe in you and want to invest in your growth, like that is just golden. And I'm so happy that you got that going for you. We are so happy. And if you also want to be a part of our Woo Girl Minute, go ahead and comment below. And you can also find it in the details. We have a Google form, and please make sure you are subscribed and following us on all socials. We really appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Please note that this episode may contain paid endorsements and advertisements for products and services. Individuals on the show may have a direct or indirect financial interest in products or services referred to in this episode.